In this video, we are going to explore the HTML Open Graph Protocol. The Open Graph Protocol is crucial for controlling how your website's URLs display when shared on social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Pinterest. Let's dive in and see how we can make our shared links look their best. So, what exactly is the Open Graph Protocol? Open Graph is a protocol that enables any web page to become a rich object in a social graph. It was created by Facebook in 2010 and utilizes meta tags within the HTML head of your document. These meta tags control how your content appears when shared on social media platforms. The Open Graph Protocol has been widely adopted by most major social platforms, ensuring a consistent and engaging sharing experience. Now let's look at the fundamental Open Graph tags that every page should include. Here is the code snippet. The first tag is OG title. This defines the title of your page. For example, your page title. Next, we have OG type. This specifies the type of content such as website. Then OG image. It should be a URL to an image that represents your content. For example, https://example.com/image.jpg. Finally, there is OG URL, which specifies the canonical URL of your page. For example, https://example.com/page. It is important to know that these four tags are the minimum required for Open Graph to work properly. They define what appears when your content is shared on social platforms. Beyond the basic tags, there are several optional Open Graph properties that can enhance your shared content. Let's start with common properties. The first one is OG description. This is a brief summary of your content, usually 2 to 4 sentences. Second is OG site_name, which specifies the name of your overall website. Then we have OG locale to define the language and region of your content, such as an _US for English United States. Finally, there is OG video, which is a URL to a video file that complements the object. Now let's consider the image properties. First one is OG image, width to specify the width of the image in pixels. Second one is OG image height to specify the height of the image in pixels. Then we have OG image, alt. This is a description of what is in the image, for accessibility purposes. Finally, there is OG image type, which defines the MIME type of the image, such as image/JPEG. These optional properties provide additional context and improve how your content appears when shared. Here's a complete example of how to implement Open Graph Protocol effectively. Here is the code. The first tag is OG title. Its content is how to use Open Graph Protocol. Next, we have OG type. This specifies the content type. Here it is an article. Then OG image. It should be a URL to an image. Here https://example.com/og-image.jpg. After that, there is OG URL, which specifies the canonical URL of your page. For example, https://example.com/open-graph-tutorial. Next, we have OG description. The content is learn how to implement Open Graph Protocol to improve social sharing. After that, OG site_name. The content is web development tutorials. Then OG locale. The content is an _US. Finally, OG image, width, and OG image height. Its content is 1200 and 630 respectively. Now let's review some best practices. First, use high-resolution images, at least 1200 by 630 pixels. Second, keep titles under 60 characters to avoid truncation. Third, write compelling descriptions around 2 to 4 sentences. Fourth, use absolute URLs for all resources to ensure they are always accessible. Different social media platforms have their own specific requirements for Open Graph tags. Let's take a look at some key platforms, starting with Facebook. For the best results, use an image size of at least 1200 by 630 pixels. Keep your titles under 60 characters and descriptions under 300 characters. Facebook also uses a special tag called FB:app_ID. Next, consider Twitter. Twitter recommends an image size of 1200 by 628 pixels. Titles should be up to 70 characters and descriptions up to 200 characters. Twitter utilizes special tags like Twitter:card and Twitter:site. Then for LinkedIn. LinkedIn recommends an image size of 1200 by 627 pixels. Titles should be up to 70 characters, and descriptions can be up to 250 characters. LinkedIn primarily uses standard Open Graph tags. Each platform has its own specifications for optimal display. Remember to tailor your Open Graph tags accordingly to ensure your content looks its best across different social networks. Let's see how we can extend Open Graph specifically for Twitter using Twitter cards. Here is the code. The first tag is Twitter card, with content set to summary_large_image. This determines the type of card displayed. The second one is Twitter site, that specifies the Twitter username associated with the site. Next, Twitter creator indicates the creator of the content, also using a Twitter username. After that, the tag is Twitter title. The content is your page title, used for the title of the card. Then, Twitter description. The content is your page description, providing a brief summary. And finally, Twitter image, which points to the image for the card. Now let's understand the Twitter card types. There are summary cards, which are standard cards with small square images. There are summary large image cards with a large image banner. There are app cards with direct downloads to mobile apps. Finally, there are player cards with video or audio player. Twitter cards provide more control over how your content appears specifically on Twitter, with additional features beyond standard Open Graph tags. To ensure your Open Graph implementation is working correctly, it is essential to use testing and debugging tools. Let's explore a few useful options. First, there is the Facebook Sharing Debugger. This tool validates Open Graph tags and shows how your content will appear when shared on Facebook. It also refreshes Facebook's cache of your page. The URL is developers.facebook.com/tools/debug. Next, we have the Twitter Card Validator. It tests how your content will look when shared on Twitter and validates Twitter card markup. This helps identify issues with Twitter-specific tags. The URL is cardsdev.twitter.com/validator. Then there is the LinkedIn Post Inspector. This tool checks how your content will appear when shared on LinkedIn and allows you to refresh LinkedIn's cache of your page metadata. The URL is www.linkedin.com/postinspector/. Finally, there is Open Graph Check. This is a general-purpose tool that validates Open Graph tags across multiple platforms and provides suggestions for improvements. The URL is opengraphcheck.com. Remember to always test your Open Graph implementation on each platform where your content might be shared. Each validator provides specific feedback for its platform. To wrap up, let's review some best practices and common mistakes to avoid when implementing Open Graph Protocol. Let's start with the best practices. First, use unique, descriptive titles for each page. Second, create custom images for important pages, ideally 1200 by 630 pixels. Third, test on all major platforms before publishing. Fourth, include both Open Graph and Twitter card tags. Fifth, use absolute URLs for all resources. Sixth, regularly audit and update your metadata to keep it fresh. Now let's look at the common mistakes. First, missing required Open Graph properties. Second, using low-resolution or poorly cropped images. Third, not specifying image dimensions. Fourth, using relative URLs instead of absolute URLs. Fifth, generic or overly long descriptions. Sixth, not testing across different platforms. Implementing Open Graph correctly significantly improves how your content appears when shared on social media, leading to better engagement and click-through rates. If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.